At this time, I was giving up. I was like, there's no hope for me at this point because it seems I'm trapped in this marriage. My religion that I've gone to for help, they're not helping me. They said there's nothing they can do about it except one of us commit adultery. The marriage cannot be dissolved. I have to be there. But if my life is threatening, if I feel my life is threatened, I can we can separate, but we must still have it in mind that we'll get back together at some point to prevent either of us from committing adultery. Sometimes I ask him, why do you want to kill me? What have I done to deserve this? And he just goes, I don't want to kill you. So I seek for counseling. I called sex therapists because I don't know what to do anymore. Just trying to see things I can do to make this marriage work. I called sex. I have sex therapists. I said, can you give me ways on how to force myself to be more sexually active with my husband? And they said, no, you shouldn't say that. So the person was like, for you to be thinking you have to force yourself to do this, I need to refer you for further counseling. So they referred me for further counseling just for myself, not about my sexual life. And that's where I got to learn that I can say no. So I started saying, no, I'm not going to put myself through this again. I'm going to start saying no. So as time goes on, I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression because the situation was just too much to handle. I became severely depressed and always anxious to go home, always anxious when I'm around him, scared and over the edge on top for myself and for my child. So he phoned my parents to report me, my adoptive parents. He phoned them to let them know that I'm no longer having sex with him. And they phoned me and they're like, oh, why are you doing this to your husband? You should do this. But by this time around, I'm already getting counseling that's giving me better view of how you should be treated and how it is very wrong to be forced to do things you don't want to do, even if you're married. If you don't want to do it, you shouldn't have to be forced to go through it all the time. Now I'm aware of it. I know it is within my rights to say no if I don't want to do it. So I'm like, no, no one is forcing me to do this anymore. My adoptive parent, I told them, I'm glad he called you. I don't want to tell you, but I've been depressed and I'm having severe anxiety due to this marriage I'm in and how he's been treating me. You forced me into this marriage, and things have not been going well. I want to leave. Guess what they said? My adoptive parents said, if I ever dare leave, they are going to kill themselves. And I was scared. I thought they were going to kill themselves. When someone is in an abusive relationship, you don't know if the family is in on it as well, because maybe they're coming from a long line of childhood abuse till they've been grown up. Like, I didn't know that from my childhood I've been mentally abused until this stage, because when my parents told me they were going to kill themselves, I just buried every thought of leaving because I was thinking if I leave, they're going to kill themselves for real. So I told them I'm having anxiety and depression. And guess what? He phoned my parent and said, she's lying. She doesn't have anxiety or depression. The doctor in this abroad, they are just like that. They just give you prescriptions for things that are not real. What she's having is, no, don't believe her. She doesn't have any depression at all. And guess who they believe? They believed him. So I was still trying to think about life, but as God would do it, my GP referred me to a rape crisis center. They referred me to a social worker, and that's where they did. We had a meeting. It's called Marak meeting, and they found out that I was in severe danger and have high possibility of dying in the marriage if they don't quickly rescue me. I was working when the social worker came and it's like, we've assessed the situation you are in. You are in a grave danger. You and your daughter, you have to leave right now. We left. So for him not to be wondering where have we gone, I wrote a letter and gave to him that, oh, we are leaving, and I hope one day you'll be capable of loving and caring for others. But at this moment, we are gone. Don't look for us. So we were at the refuge. My life felt shattered. Imagine I'm in a new country where I was working and getting things. Now I'm in a refuge. I can't walk. At this point, I just feel like it's over. I don't know where to go, where to start from. I was in the refuge for 2 months. So in my next video, I'll let you know what happened at the refuge and what happened next, because it is not over. You would think now that I've left, everything is going to be solved, the abuse is over. No. It was roller coaster.